So parents have a hard time sometimes giving the child a message or a warning about what their expectation is, especially around issues of safety. And so they end up lecturing their child, and the child is really, most teenagers are so sensitive to that lecturing tone. It makes them feel really put down and misunderstood, and it causes them to shut down, and there's a barrier. So they're not listening. And that's also really frustrating to the parent who's trying to say something really important, like, this is your, I don't want you to get into dangerous behavior, or if this happens again, you won't be able to drive, or you won't be able to go out with your friends. So here's what I recommend. Note that it's a lot of times the tone, and the lecturing tone is one that's monotonous and goes on and on. And so pause, think of about three main things that you want to say, organize what you're going to say, and try to think of using your voice in a rhythmic way. We call it a prosodic voice, which is a storytelling voice. And say the three main points in as succinct of a way as possible. So let's say your teenage son wants to go to a concert, and you're worried that his friends might drink and drive or do drugs at the concert, and you want to let him go. So you might have thought, okay, I'll let him go, and then I'll come and pick him up at the end of the concert. He may not be happy with that, but that's what you decided. So you would come and say, I've decided to let you go to the concert. I'm worried that there's going to be drugs and alcohol and driving under the influence. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you go. And then at the end of the concert, I'm going to pick you up. And I trust that you're going to be safe and that you're going to avoid the drugs and the alcohol. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Got it? And so by doing that, you're simply putting out what your agenda is. You're saying it in sort of 3 sentences or so, and you're conveying that you trust your child, but you're also being really clear about what the expectation is in terms of their behavior, and showing them, I'm putting trust in you. If you need to say at the end, if this doesn't work out, where maybe you're doing dangerous things, then you won't be able to go to the concert next time. Maybe that's because you've had previous experience, and that's, this is something that is just, you're giving him just one more opportunity to try, and that's okay. You can say that, but avoid the lecture of, this is how we talked to you about this before. That's the kind of thing that really shuts a child down, and we want to keep the line of communication open. And that voice, that storytelling voice, will help with that.